From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On second down, McFarland. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this beat.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Go! 57 to Mike. Check.
Locke will try again on second down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh. 56. Yeah, let's get set lunch. Hey, box drop. 56. Go.
Locke now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Mike 56. Rock it.
Now Locke again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Geno Atkins got home that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Hey, Wahoo! 57's the mark.
On third and long, it's locked. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Ten Lobo. Check 15, check 15. Say, X3, 218, chopper. Hey, high 7. Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Second and 10. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Go! 61. Hey, Hayward!
56. Mike, 56.
General West!
56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Snap!
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. The 40, 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Protein spill. Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Locked to throw on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Pilot, 64, weak.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run with Lindsey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Feeling
the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But
he's got him in, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Nixon will try the right side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. On first down, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They look to throw. It's Locke going down the middle, and it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Locke now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Into the red zone, it's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Lock gonna go on 4th down, and that is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and that will force a turnover on downs.
15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. 6'6", bullet high.
Check. 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 Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog. Get it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
You got it. You got it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 10. Mike 10. They can't hang with us.
They'll set up a throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
They'll drop the throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey.
Come to my work.
He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Locke to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And a across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Ready! 60 on.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
18 days. Hey, box truck.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Rip right.
Got
From just shy of midfield. Lock. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23.
57. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now.
Throwing on first down is Lock. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check your hot read.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, Charlie.
At the 24-yard line.
2nd and 6. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but This is a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Hey, watch the ball. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, wahoo! Now.
Following the fumble recovery, it's locked. Throw left side complete. That's Robertson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Let's go. Hey, check. Hey, high 7. Get it.
Here's Locke. Flushed out right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
50, plant.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Locke. And he coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Mixon with it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Steps away to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Solomon Thomas make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Rock now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Locke now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Locke will try again on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Watch the run. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Push him back.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Buzz. Hit it.
One final try for Locke. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
After each game, a player gets graded on his performance, and that's every play of the game. So while that was the last play and it didn't change the outcome, he's still going to get kudos for playing it to the end.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will get him one closer. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone.